Hi, my name is Nadia Mundla, and today we're going to be talking about budget. What is a budget? I know when everyone hear that word, everybody cringe because it's like, oh my God, is you have to spend less money or you have to be tight with your money. But if you work out your budget in a way that will help you achieve your financial goals, budgeting can be so much fun and you can be able to do all the fun stuff that you want to do and all the fun stuff that you love to do. So basically, what is the budget? A budget is a financial plan to help you achieve the tasks that you need to meet your financial goals. So basically, it's an estimate of what your income and expenses are going to be for the year. A budget, like let's say, you should put all the things that you want to achieve on your budget. So budget can be done for personal reasons and budget can be done for the business. For the business, it is an awesome way to figure out how to upscale the business. Meaning that if you wanted to do different things with the business, you have to follow the budget. Now, things can change as events unfold, but if you put a budget together and you work towards the budget, you can achieve your financial goals for that year. Or a budget can even be done for a month. You can do a budget for a week. You can do a budget for a day. A budget can become so uh, my, micro, small, and it can be big. For an organization or for your company, the budget is usually meant to determine the organizational goals. So, what are the goals of the organization? Is it only to make $100,000, $1,000,000, whatever that goal is? The first thing you need to do is write it down. Yes, write down your budget. Because do you know why? Seeing is believing. When you write it down, you can believe in your own budget. You can believe in your own dream. You can see your dream in front of you. And that is a major part in helping you to stick to the budget because now you can see it. The second thing you need to do is gather the information. Yes, gathering information can come from many different sources. Now, if you're a small one-man shop, you're everyone, right? You're the sales guy. You're the research and development guy. You're the guy doing the work. You're everything. So you gather all the information from yourself. I had to laugh at myself when I heard that because for so many years I was actually yes, doing it all by myself. So I had to put a budget together to figure out how to move to the next stage. And yes, I had to stick to the budget. But as things unfold or events unfold, I was able to make adjustments to that budget. Okay, so once you gather your information, you start putting your budget together. Now, where do you get that information? You can get that from the economy, right? So, right now, there's a lot of talk about a depression or even possibly a recession. So, with that information, you can make adjustments to your budget. So, when I say adjustments, meaning what happened in 2020, that was a big economic event. And if you had knowledge of possibly knowing about or foreseeing that happening, then you could have adjusted your budget in a way that it would help you to figure out or maneuver a little bit different because there are some people that could not get any supplies for their business. Some people business boomed. Some people's business took off like rocket ship, and that was based on the economy. So there are different situations as time unfolds that may cause your business to have to make adjustments to that budget. All right. So once you gather your information and you feel that it's the best estimate or the best accuracy that you can gather, then you, of course, write it down. So where do you start? Most people will start with their income. Okay, so you start with the income. How much money do you want to make, right? Okay, after you start with the income, then you have to decide, okay, what are you going to be selling? What are your resources? What are you selling? Are you selling services? Are you selling goods? Are you selling, what are you selling? So what's the source of your income? Now that you have that, you have to estimate how much or how can you produce that source of income within a certain amount of time, or how much sales can you make within a month, or how much services can you provide within a month. So you have to make your best estimate of that. So you can also use past information. So you can use the information from last year. How well did you do last year? Or how bad did you do last year? How could you improve that production? Or how could you do more? How could you service more? Do you need to hire more people to be able to service more people? Whether it's for the products that you're doing or the services that you're doing. What exactly do you need to do to achieve that income or that goal of making that specific amount of funds? Now that you've done your income part, the next part is the expenses part. You write down all the things that's directly related to that particular service or that particular goods that you're selling. So if you're selling, let's say, cookies, you need flour, you need chips, you need eggs, or whatever you use to make your cookies, you need all the ingredients. So all of those are directly related to your sales. So you need to know how much it would cost you to get the products to be able to make the sales. So you need to put that down. Then you have overhead expenses like your accountant. Remember to put that in your budget. Yes, remember to put me in the budget. Okay, so you have to write all of those things down, and at the end you'll see where you stand. Okay, so your overheads like rent, utilities, all those things that's related to the business but not directly related as far as the cookies. You could, well, you do need electricity to, if you make it by hand, you probably don't, but I'm digressing. Okay, back to the budget. Okay, so yeah, if you put all those things together, all your expenses, all your directly related expenses for the cost of direct sale of that particular goods or service, then you put everything down, and then you see what your bottom line is. Now, if your bottom line is a profit, it's a good possibility that you're going to have to pay taxes on that. Yes, you see how we circled back to the taxes? Good possibility that you have to pay taxes on that net income. And hello, look at that. You already have an idea of how that turns out. And now you can figure out, okay, well, this is how much I would need to pay the taxes, or maybe you forgot to put something else in and you may have reduced your taxes. But that's all in putting the budget together. I hope that was helpful to you, and see you next time on Tax Talk with Nadia.